Gery Lopez.
¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? How's it going, tocayo?
I'm very, very well. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Here
It's been,
in the middle of the pandemic in New York City, but doing well.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well. It's been quite a while since the last time I saw your face.
I know. It's been, I kind of got away from of social media for a while. I've been focusing on other things, and sometimes social media can be a little bit distracting, trying to keep up and trying to share a lot. So I want to say 6 months that I've been off, now I'm back. You dragged me back into it.
You don't feel obliged. Don't feel obliged by me. But thank you very much for making the time. I really wanted to chat with you because you are such an inspiration when it comes to Mexican food. I've always, been inspired by your approach to Mexican food. I know you've taken a time off from it at the moment, but I do believe still your passion, and it's still, igniting you every day.
It is, sometimes as a chef, and more than a chef, I'm a cook. I mean, as a cook, my inspiration has always been the love for the ingredient, the love for culture, what that ingredient and that represents, not only from Mexico and what I represent in Mexican food, but really more about, around the world. How does that, and this more than anybody, a
Mm,
lot of my consulting has taken me around the world. So I've not only given and shared what Mexican ingredients have done for the world, but also what it has done for me. And it's kind of changed a lot of who I am in the process. And it has kind of this exchange of ingredient and knowledge, because wherever I give, I also take. I've also
mm,
taken, and it's also changed me as a cook, and it's changed me as a person too, because culture changes you, and also it makes you more. It really opens you to other ingredients that you probably wouldn't have discovered, because simply you were just not a part of that. And it changes you, and it changes your palate in a very good way, because that's what discovery of the world happened, because of food. And for me, that's how I discover the world, to see and to connect with other people. So yeah, this time off is like, it's time off more from me doing work in the kitchen at the international level. Is more, it's given me more kind of focus into what I want to do and what is my next step.
and and you mentioned something about changes, and I guess one of the questions that I have for you is how does that change how does that change your perception of being Mexican, when you're cooking, when you get closer to the ingredients and all that? Does it changes in the sense of, like, it makes you prouder of being Mexican? It makes you more accountable and responsible? How do you feel? How do you feel with all this? What the cuisine brings to you as a chef, well, as a cook, sorry, but also in terms of your identity.
And it's funny you say that, because you don't really feel. I grew up between Mexico and the United States, so I never really felt a
Mm,
difference between both places. But once I started going out international, and
mm,
Europe, Russia, Asia, like even Latin America overall, you start seeing that and I always say this, how privileged. I feel very privileged to be Mexican, because we are so fortunate to have the the reach of so many different ingredients that are part of our cuisine, and how complex not only our ingredients are, but our palate, how we grow up, how our candies. I mean, just